We did a walk-through of the new school with Mr. Weinstein, the superintendent. And we wrote the story, took the pictures, and then we published it up to YouTube. And that's what you see on the screen. Now, if you have a cell phone, you can click on this QR code. It's called the QR code, this funny thing. See it? And it would take you right there. It would take you to YouTube, to that very movie that we published. So if you're at home and you're reading this and you think, man, I'd like to see more of it.
Oh, good.
Click on that.
Good. We're going to see it in the film.
What you can see. Today we're going to take a walk through of the new Roseman Elementary School. It's on Glendower, and it was completed at the last of 2017. And now the superintendent, Jeffrey Weinstein, the one that found the money and oversaw the building of it, is going to give us a personal walkthrough. Well, we're here today with Superintendent Jeffrey Weinstein, and we're standing in front of the new Roseman Elementary School, and we're going to start with the kindergarten there over your shoulder.
Yeah, so the school itself opened in August of 2017. The
walkthrough lasts 1 hour, and this issue just gives little pictures of what we saw and all the places Mr. Weinstein took us. And you can see there's where he is right there. And then, because we didn't have space, it was such a good story, we didn't have space. So we carried it over to the next week's issue. So see right here at the bottom, on page A, it says next week. Hear what they have to say. And we show all these pictures. There's Mr. Weinstein, there's Principal Flores, there's Elijah Fly, there's Mr. Fly. And so, early this morning, which is 1 week, we printed another issue of the Roseman News. And on page B, we continued the story. Page B, you'll see your principal, Mr. Torres, Mr. Weinstein, Jody, your teacher, front office. And up here in the top left is Ryan Lyons, who is the superintendent, construction superintendent, to build the school. We as journalists interviewed him during the building of the school, asking him what kind of school it was going to be. Did he think it was a nice school? Was it going to be on time? Was it going to be, is it going to cost what everybody thought it would? So, got done on time. It's almost 90% complete now. But here again, you see there's a barcode, so you could go right to this YouTube movie, even though this part of the story is a week later. You could still go to YouTube and get more of this movie.
Right next this building, right next door. But our elementary schools, K through 2, every child gets an iPad. 3 through 5, every child gets a Chromebook. So we provide them with all the technology to access anything that they need.
They can get any book they want from that library.
Correct. So what we do is we have preferred reading lists that are suggested to parents, and parents can log in and check out books for their children. And it's just like going to any library, except you can do it from your home. You can do it while you're on vacation. You can do it anywhere you want. Every child is given their own private login number, and they can log in with their parents, and the parents then can choose a book that they want their child to read, and then they can use it for book reports, or sometimes it's books assigned by the teacher, or it's just books that the child really wants to read. And so we try to give them access not only to actual hardcover books so they can touch and feel, but we try to give them an entire library online.
And I read that library is voluminous.
Yes, yes. It can, as books are popular, or as teachers find that certain books are something they really see that children like, we continually increase the number of books that we have, the number of those particular books. So perhaps the entire fifth grade wants to read a certain book. So we made sure we had enough copies of it online so that the entire fifth grade could have that one book.
Sure.
So you're also looking at the PTA president, and so, yeah, I just keep trying to get more grants to take the pressure off of them, so we can just I also do the after-school enrichment classes, and we just want to keep adding them to bring to these kids all the things they're not exposed to.
Sure.
So we're constantly adding, we're adding a criminal investigation class where there's going to be a crime and they have to figure it out without computers.
How
How to
exciting.
solve and think analytically. And we have professionals coming in, which is actually something I have to talk to Mr. Weinstein about, because we have a different professional coming every week to talk to the kids about opportunities in a million different fields from now till the end of school.
They invited the Roseman News to come.
We had Roseman News here. We've had it before, and then we
Yes.
also do a Gold Rush reenactment camp
Yes.
in May for the 4th grade as part of our social studies.
Sure.
And we had the news here, and we have parents are involved. The kids come dressed as miners, and they experience life in a mining camp.
One last question.
Sure.
The parents, do you let the parents become involved?
As much as we can. Parents have to be.
And are they?
Yeah, as much as they can. You have a lot of parents who can't pass background checks
Right.
and can't get approved. The ones that can, the PTA will actually reimburse them for that. So, so it's not like other areas because of the socioeconomic conditions we deal with. Parents can be as involved as we'll let them.
And as a community, do you find Roseman parents are?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the more we do, the PTA's gotten very active. Our after-school enrichment classes have welcomed. The whole community is growing around everything we do.
Yeah.
And getting more involved.
Just the more space and just all the other things that come along that are helping us make life a little bit easier. Last couple of years, the sacrifice of being in cramped quarters has paid off. We have all this room, all this space, and we're just dying to get on that field.
And the parents, how do the parents receive the school?
Oh, the parents think it is the most beautiful school they've ever seen. They love it. They come in, they bring family members. About a week and a half ago, some family came out, I think from back east, and the family brought them to, and they said, hey, is it okay if we just kind of just show them the cafeteria, and show them, where their grandchild's classroom was? We took them out, we gave them the tour, and they were awestruck. They said that this place was huge. I think the thing that impressed them most is that we weren't under 6 feet of snow. They were very excited about everything.
Right, California weather is hard to beat.
And high desert.
That's right, that's right. And you're gonna put another kindergarten building over there, and
Yes, we're gonna.
you're almost maxed out here. You've room for not too many more kids.
No, we're looking forward to the Forester classrooms. Right now I have 3 kindergarten classrooms spread out amongst the campus. I'm looking forward to bringing them back over here.
Thanks very much. What's your favorite class?
PLTW, Project Lead the Way, Science.
Science. Oh. And what do you do in science class?
We build stuff.
Like
Well, we do experiments.
experiments on?
We predict. Like, we do, is it easier to do something or is it easier to do someone doing something? Like, is it easier to sing while doing jumping jacks or sing while just singing?
Wow. Wow. Good luck with it. And how about you? What's your favorite?
My favorite class is the same as his.
Same as his? Uh-huh.
Yeah, and the thing I like in PLTW is because we make like airplanes and try to see how, and we put clips on them to see how we could blow them up.
Sure. How far they could fly. So, that's what journalists do today. Not only write stuff on paper, but put stuff on the internet. It's a very exciting type of work because you get to share everything that's going on in the community. If you're an astronaut, we go interview the astronauts. If they're building airplanes, we interview the engineers building the airplanes. If somebody does well in sports, we go and interview the girls' soccer team. Roseman now are champions again this year, as they were last year. We get to interview them. We get to be part of that. That's what the journalist does today. And it's gotten a lot easier with cell phones because you can take movies, take pictures, you can send them in to the editor. It's really kind of a fun job to have.
She's on her way.
But you got to learn how to do it. And starting here with your newsletter is a good way to learn. Try just writing one paragraph to tell a story. And see if they'll print it in your local newsletter. That's how you start. Take one picture. Good picture. There's so many pictures we look at now on TV and on movies and cell phones, billboards, pictures everywhere. You've got to have a good picture now, not just a picture, but you got to have a good picture, a good expression on somebody's face that helps tell the story. Let me see if there's any questions so far. Any questions from anybody? Why did I want to become a journalist? Well, in high school, at our high school, which is 1960 era, 50 years ago, we didn't have such beautiful rooms. 2 classes shared one room. We only had 8 rooms in the whole school. And each classroom had 2 classes, 1st and 2nd, 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th, and 1 teacher. So the teacher would go to the 5th grade and give them their assignments. get them working, and she'd go over to the 6th grade and give them their work to do. Back then, all the kids had to help run the school. Some people swept the walks. Other people picked weeds around the school. Other people picked up papers. Some people emptied the trash. They gave me the job of doing the newsletter. Just like the one you have here. Somebody had to do it, so they assigned me and another kid to do that. That's how I got started. So to answer your question directly, I guess because of that, I got to learn about it and see how exciting it was. When they first gave me the job, I was scared. I thought, where am I going to find stuff to write about? That's the least of the worries of being in the media business. Every single person has a story. And if you talk to that person, you'll get a fabulous story. That's what we do today. Every person that we interview, we try to get the story that's inside of them, get it out, and share it with other people. So that's how I got into it. Then I went, one more second, then I went to high school and did the yearbook. Then I went to college. Then I went to graduate school and got a degree in communication arts, which is movies, TV, and writing, and sound, taking still pictures. But you got to do that today to learn all that stuff so that you can do it as a job, because you got to do it fast as a job. You can't waste time, and you have to have it done in a certain deadline. You have to be able to know it, do it quick. So that's why. What was your question?
How long have you been a journalist?
How long have I been a journalist? Probably 53 years. Now I'm getting ready to retire. I'm thinking about retiring now. But I like it. And I'm not sure I want to retire. It took me a long time to learn how to kind of do it. I'm still learning every day. But we can't, all of us keep doing it forever. We have to plan on retirement. So that's where I'm at. Any more questions?
You have a question, Lauren? I don't think so. Do you guys have any questions? No?
Another question.
Do you want to see our newsletter?
I'm sorry?
Do you want to see our newsletter?
You gotta come closer here.
Do you want to see our newsletter?
Oh, he's saying.
I saw it. I saw it at the public meeting on Wednesday night. They had a copy. Okay, so now I want to show you that this week we printed this issue of the paper, and on the front page is Mrs. Notterman. You may know her. She's at the Ascend Academy, and at the public meeting she thanked all of her staff and gave them all a certificate and encouraged them. So we took a movie of that, put it up on YouTube. And in the same issue, we printed the rest of the visit, school visit, on this page, so that people could finish it off. So that's journalism. And is this the after-school journalism enrichment class?
Yes.
Or is this?
It is.
It is?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the after school class. We do the newsletter every month.
I see. Sure. Well, it's a fun business. we like doing it. We raised a big family and got paid a little bit above average. And we're happy that we've been doing it. But if you want to do it yourself as a professional, you've got to prepare for it. You've got to learn how to do it. And that's what school's for. Start here, practice. You'll see how hard it is to write a good paragraph and tell a story. How hard it is to get a good picture. But work at it, and eventually you get it. And you'll be doing stuff like this and getting Hobie Fly up on the screen. Okay, if there's no more questions, there's a question.
Have you ever wrote in a book or like wanted to?
Give me that again.
Have you ever wrote in a book or like wanted to write a book?
Yes, we've published 20 books in the 50 years we've been working. Different kind of books. Writing a book is really hard, but not impossible. You have to do a little bit at a time and then go back and revise it.
What are the names?
Oh, let's see. You probably you're thinking of storybooks, right? Probably.
Like chapter books?
Yeah, no. The books we wrote were school books. One book we wrote taught people how to do sign language.
Oh, it's kind of like our science books and our history books.
Yeah. So that was one. We actually did several books on sign language. And we did movies on sign language that are in libraries all over the country, all over the world. Yeah. We got to learn all about hearing impaired, challenges people have. And we did some documentaries in sign language about George Washington, Thomas Jefferson. We went back to Washington, D.C. and did in sign language a documentary of all those places.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
really cool.
Okie dokie.